too. Knows about the grind. Yeah, bubble grind.
Now we have a guy that could probably get in there if you...
It's game day. The Edmonton Oilers hit the road once again. Happy Wednesday. How you doing, nasties? Welcome to EST Afternoons here on Edmonton Sports Talk. We're coming to you live from the William Huff Studios here on the west side of the city. It's Benny Blanco from the Bronx producing, Matthew Iwanyk sitting in for Joaquin Gage, and of course, I am Hernan. Salas, fun show today. Lots of Elks once again. It's day 3, Matthew. They'll fly out tomorrow to the wonderful city of Montreal. We'll have a depth chart to break down tomorrow. I mean, I'm not anticipating a lot of changes, but we'll wait and see on that. We got Who Dis number 7 clues coming in the first hour. We got Hernand's World. We got Marc-Olivier Brouillette at 1:20. He is the color analyst on TSN 690 Alouettes broadcast there with Sean Campbell. He's a former player. He's a lawyer, Matthew. He'll join us at 1:20. We'll see lots of injuries for the Alouettes. We'll get into that. Second hour, Faces of the Franchise. RJ Ochoa from Blogging the Boys. We got to go to Dallas. We have to. Parsons there, the contract dispute with Jerry Jones. So fun show. Of course, we want to hear from you. Nasty chat. River Korean Box 780-218-9999 and hit us up on the good old... Sorry. Slam that thumbs up is what I meant to say. And of course, Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. Matthew, how you doing today?
I am great.
Yeah?
That's all I have. I don't know. I should have added more to that. That's very underwhelming to you there as you throw the ball to me. I just nice and light dribbler back to you. No, I'm good.
It's a beautiful day.
Yes.
Once again. We got some soccer news. Thomas Mueller, the German star, is going to Vancouver, which is pretty damn cool.
This is one of the biggest names ever to come to Canada for soccer.
Will he be Shaq in a Celtics uniform?
Oh, that's a good question. He's going to be better than that. He could still probably play, I think, out in Europe. I'm just stunned that the Whitecaps actually signed someone of a name. They never do something like this, but they're having a good season, and maybe he helps put them a little bit, not over the top, but keeps them right at the top of MLS, and they could have a nice playoff run later this year and maybe go do some damage, and then maybe we won't see them leave Vancouver.
How much do you think Alfonso played in this where Thomas Mueller said, hey, the Whitecaps are interested in me. I'm 35 years old. I'm not done playing yet. I kind of want to maybe take it a little more easy. Because coming from Europe to the MLS, you're taking a little bit more easy. Do you think Alfonso was like, yeah, it's a beautiful city?
Easily. Alfonso would have definitely explained. I'm sure Thomas Mueller, the only call he really had to make to get an idea was Alfonso. Because that's exactly who he came from, Vancouver Whitecaps to Bayern. He's going the reverse way. I'm assuming that was a full, what's the city like? What's the play like? What's the stadium like? Fill me in on those details. And Davies probably did nice job selling Vancouver to him. Mm-hmm. I don't know the connection Thomas Mueller has to Carlo Ancelotti. Ancelotti was his manager for a couple of years at Bayern Munich. He just posted a picture on Insta being out in BC because he's married to a BC girl.
Really?
So I don't know if maybe he talked to Ancelotti and got some advice and what's BC like.
Yeah.
But you would have to think Davies played a role in that.
BC's beautiful. I mean, Mueller.
Vancouver's a world-class city. World-class city. It's not a good city. It's world-class.
I haven't looked in depth, but do we know what the price tag was for Mueller? It's got to be hefty. He's a hell of a player. I'm always intrigued by these like Messi, because you look at where does Messi play? Miami, and Suarez is there, and Busquets is there, and Alba is there. I always wonder if these guys, like when they're hanging out, they're like, man, this is a lot easier than what we're used to. Do you know what I mean? Do you think Thomas Mueller's kind of like when he plays these guys, because he's not going to play with the same talent he did at Bear. No. That's just the reality of the situation. So
it's reportedly he'll get just under $1 million for the rest of this season.
Okay.
And next year, $6.8 million.
Wow. 2-year deal. And they're a good team now.
They're second in the West. They're top 4, I think, or top 5 in the MLS. They started off the season very hot. This is a team that actually might be able to go on a run and win an MLS title. So that's why adding Thomas Mueller is a nice deal.
And there's no, I think the good thing is it's not that they need it, but man, that's going to bring a lot of people in.
Well, here's the thing. Like, and I understand it, but it's also got to be a little annoying if you're the Whitecaps. Like, people are upset that Messi, last year, I think it was, or 2 years ago, didn't play in Vancouver. I bought tickets and he's not playing. It's like, well, you're a Vancouver person. You should be going to cheer for your Whitecaps. You shouldn't be upset that the opposition's not showing up. Like, okay,
I know a lot of people from here that flew out there and then they were so crushed.
And I get that you want to go see Messi, but at the same time, if you're at least from Vancouver, well, the flip side is go cheer for your team. Go support your club.
Yeah. That's fair.
So this, at the very least, is kind of like that reverse. That it should bring people out. I want to go watch Thomas Mueller.
Yeah.
I'd love to go watch Thomas Mueller play.
Too.
And the fact that it's just right in Vancouver.
Like, don't get me wrong, Matt. And thank you for sticking around for the soccer talk. Mueller, an excellent player, not only for Bayern Munich, but a star for Germany for many, many years.
He's a legend.
But he's not at the level of a Messi or Ronaldo.
No, but he's got to be in that next tier.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Like, so he's the all-time German top scorer and assist provider in Champions League. He's a World Cup winner. What is everything he's done? He's won the German League 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 times. He's won the Champions League twice. He's won the FIFA World Cup.
Yeah. So
he was, in 2010, he was the FIFA World Cup Golden Boot. Like, he's been around forever doing it. Like, he has played for Bayern Munich since 2008, the main club. He started with Bayern Munich too. But he's played 503 appearances, 150 goals. He's the most decorated German football player in the history with 34 trophies.
So he's pretty damn good.
He's very good, and he's only 35. Oh. And when I say only 35 because in MLS terms, he's still got a few years.
Oh, yeah. He's still a fantastic player. Like, yes. I'll be honest, Matthew, I'd pay money to go see.
I would too.
I'll be in Vancouver in September. Season's still ongoing in September?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Rip City Step says, oh, for sure, yeah. He also says IBS, Iwanyk behind schedule. Well, there's no one to blame. We were on at what, 101, 102?
MLS, Vancouver Whitecaps, fixtures, September. They are home twice. When are you going to Vancouver?
That's a good question.
You booked a few days. I know I have that calendar here.
Yeah,
You're 22 to 26. Yeah. Do you know when you come back?
I'm back on the 25th.
They play on the 24th at home.
Oh. Hernan might be going to a Whitecaps game.
Yeah, Portland.
That'd be fun.
Whitecaps, Portland.
Portland's good too.
What are they?
Oh, no, wait.
No, they're decent, it looks like.
I'm confusing them with Seattle. Apologies.
No, you might.
To all our MLS fans.
No, they're Portland's right behind Seattle. They're right there together.
Okay.
You're right.
This segment is for Rip City Step. He's a big soccer guy. I think he plays. I think his kids play too. Nonetheless, awesome news. I think it's pretty cool for a Canadian team to bring in a player of that pedigree, legend in Germany.
How could we reference this?
To like hockey?
Yeah.
That's tough.
It would be like... Who's a legendary player that recently retired? Who do we want to go with?
Man, that's a good question. Recently retired.
Okay, when Joe Thornton retired.
Okay.
It'd be like Joe Thornton, when he wanted to go play in Switzerland for a year.
Okay.
Like for those Swiss people, like that's what it would kind of be.
Yeah,
it'd be fair. Like, when... Who's an older player? Corey Perry's kind of... He's not that same type of player, that top-end player as he once was. So I don't want to use Corey Perry for this example.
I think the Thornton one's a good one.
I think it's that legendary player who then goes and plays 2 more years out in Europe. Could still do it in the NHL.
Yeah.
But is done out here. Has done it all. Wants to now just go play in Europe for a little bit.
Yeah. No, it's great. It's great for Vancouver. We'll try to go there tomorrow. Duncan Keith, says Reed Wilkins.
No, but he didn't leave. I guess if Duncan Keith after the Oilers went to, but he stayed. You also got to have that. Yeah.
GP Scott says Dry going to Cologne.
No, because that's going back home. Mueller's not Canadian.
I guess, yeah.
I'm trying to find that, like, the legendary player out here. When Connor retires, use Connor instead. Connor leaves. When Connor is done with the Edmonton Oilers, he goes to Cologne, Germany, because he talks to Leon Draisaitl about Cologne. Hears great things about Cologne and signs a 1.5, 2-year deal with Cologne, Germany. Mex
Bezuzu says, is it like Dwight Howard going to Taiwan? Probably.
That's probably more up there, too.
That's probably more up
as
there.
well.
Yeah. I mean...
Okay, maybe Nuge. I'll go with Nuge right now.
Sure.
Because he's not Mueller's not at the height of Connor McDavid, but he's also not as low as Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. But the connection would be Nuge is about to retire in the next couple of years. He then says, I still want to play hockey, though. Okay. Leon says, go to Cologne. It's wonderful. They're interested in you. He goes to Cologne for 2 years.
That's fair. And probably dominate. It's just because for most of our soccer fans, for most of our listeners, not big soccer fans, but this is huge. Like this is one of the best players probably of our generation to play. He scores goals, just a phenomenal player. And I think it's good for Vancouver. I think it's good for the MLS. Now, the MLS has become that league where a lot of the players come, right? So we've seen it with Messi. We've seen it with so many former stars join the MLS.
I used to always, in FIFA, try to get Mueller. Mueller was one of the top players for me to try to go get. Google's AI overview. Take that for what it is. Thomas Mueller is widely considered one of the greatest players in football history.
Look at that. So that's fantastic. We'll have more on that on tomorrow's show. We'll go to Vancouver and talk about Thomas Mueller joining the Whitecaps for the remainder of the season and the entirety of next season, which is going to be kind of cool. If you're out in Vancouver and you can catch a game, I recommend it because not many people can say they've watched Thomas Mueller play, and I think it's an excellent addition for the MLS. Elks Day 3 practice. We're waiting for updates from them. We'll have an injury report. It was pretty small yesterday. Only 2 players on it, and they were both limited. We have a battle, Fajardo versus MBT. 2 guys that got traded for each other in the offseason as backups.
Neither of them are expected to be that starter type thing, but here they are.
Who would have thought in week 10 the 2 backups would be going toe-to-toe? I do want to get more into that little bit of a matchup. Some updates from practice with the Als. Ento, Philpott, Mac, Dequoy, and Lawrence, and Ruffin all weren't able to practice today. I think that benefits the Elks. Those are some big names. Your starting safety, top 2 receivers. Ento's a hell of a defensive player. Lawrence, their starting center. Listen, I'm not... The Elks have 1 win. So to sit here and say the Elks are going to go in there and dominate, Jason Moss is going to have his team ready after what happened to them against the Riders. But again, the Elks are getting closer. They've gone toe-to-toe with the Riders and the Ticats. Probably should have won last weekend if Keon Julian Grant doesn't miss that one. But Fajardo going back home, Julian Grant going back home, redemption time maybe. For Grant, not for Fajardo. Because Fajardo spoke yesterday about it. He goes, I love going back there. He goes, and I'm not shy to say it. I want to go there and beat them. He goes, I understood it was a business decision. They went with the younger guy, and I'm all good with that. He goes, but the Montreal Alouettes, they'll always be in my heart because they gave me a great cup.
A little soft. Let's go. You want to beat this team. Just kidding.
Well, he does. He did say that.
Yeah, but then you're saying that's a soft spot. I don't want to hear about the soft spot right now. I want you to say I just want to destroy them. They threw me to the trash can, and I'm ready to. And I'm kidding.
Inside the numbers for Play Alberta. Play Alberta is your home for online gaming excitement featuring casino games, live dealer action, lottery, instants, and sports betting. Now with the new Play Alberta app, you can take the fun with you anywhere. Download the app or sign up today at playalberta.ca. We got to get to our guests here, but quickly, we got about a minute and a half, and we will continue to talk about this. Fajardo versus MBT. Who's the better quarterback right now?
Fajardo.
You think it's Fajardo? Not even close?
Not even close.
Both guys have a great cup.
Yeah, but MBT didn't. Could you Chad Kelly finish that one off?
But he played the majority of the game.
When you look at their career, he played through 3 quarters, and they were losing by that time.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Chad Kelly came in and he won them that football game. When you look at their careers, Cody Fajardo as a starter has been a way more consistent starter than MBT. MBT, I will go back to what I was saying last year when he came in. He has been benched, I think, 3 different times. Now it'd be 4 after with the Elks. 4 different times after being declared a starter of a team. That he played a few weeks and then he got benched. Cody Fajardo is a much better quarterback in my mind than McLeod Bethel-Thompson.
So we had Justin Dunk joined Reed yesterday, and he said, and he made the bold statement that if McLeod Bethel-Thompson starts, the Elks will win. Now I don't know if they're even considering going to Caleb Evans, who has started.
That's a question I want for Mark.
Yeah, he's their third down guy, their short yardage guy. He beat the Elks, I think, in his first career game ever. Remember, out in Ottawa in 2021.
I kind of do remember.
Yeah. The Elks went in there, and Caleb Evans just ran the show on them.
I'm intrigued if MBT's starting. What's the leash at the very least, even?
That's a good point.
Like I think they were in the same situation the Elks were with Trey Ford at the start of this season.
Yeah.
Well, right now, like obviously we know who their starting quarterback is.
Yeah.
But the question is, like, what's that leash for MBT before you maybe try a Caleb Evans?
That's a good point. Because if Davis Alexander is playing, like I think we all know
he's playing. If Davis Alexander is playing, we're talking about him being MOP with Bo Levi right now. What's the conversation there? That's how good Davis Alexander is.
But we're also talking about the Elks probably very slim chance they win this game.
They don't have a chance.
Yeah.
At that point, for sure.
But I think with MBT playing, I think there is a bit of a chance here. I know it's a tough travel. I know it's a tough place to play in. That's a hell of a team, extremely well coached.
The reason we saw a comeback when Montreal came here a few weeks ago was because Davis Alexander went down with injury.
Yeah.
MBT came in. The Elks had made it close.
Yeah.
Davis Alexander was making work of that Elks defense. That if he stayed healthy in that one, there was no shot the Elks were even going to come close in that one. That's the equalizer for the Edmonton Elks. I don't know how they would have handled the Davis Alexander if he was healthy.
All right, we're going to get to a break. Coming up next, former Alouettes and Riders player. Now he's the color analyst on TSN 690 alongside Sean Campbell. Marc-Olivier Brouillette joins us here on EST Afternoons, and we'll get an idea of what's going on with the Alouettes ahead of their game on Friday against the Elks. That's all coming up here on EST Afternoons. Here's Benny, Sports Update.
The Blue Jays look to sweep the series against the Rockies today as they've taken the first 2 games of their 3-game set. The Jays currently sit at top of the American League with the Red Sox sitting 3 games behind. Gosman gets them out for Toronto. Freeland for Colorado. That game gets underway at 1:10. The Edmonton Riverhawks are back in action for the last game of their regular season. They take on the Victoria Harbor Cats and look to take the series against them as it's a split at 1 apiece. First pitch is at 7:35. On the field, guest of the Reed Wilkins show, Justin Lawrence has been ruled out for his game against the Elks on Friday. To the NFL, Patriots practice, head coach Mike Vrabel jumped into a pileup during a physical drill, leaving the altercation with a bloody cheek. Earning praise from players for his intensity and hands-on style, rookie quarterback Drake May said Vrabel's toughness sets the tone. No one was ejected, and the incident was quickly diffused. And to the court, the Edmonton Stingers are in Saskatchewan to take on the Rattlers. That tip-off is at 7:30. You can catch the game live on our audio streams only.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric. The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
Dave Naylor.
Nobody wants to hear this in Edmonton, but defensively, the Elks the last 2 weeks have put up their best performances. The Cody Fajardo switch, I don't think based on what we've seen the last 2 weeks, anybody has much of an argument about who gives them the best chance to win right now. And that's got to be what it's about for the Elks because they got to rebuild this fan base. And another season is about to get away from them here.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric, presented by Southport Chevrolet. Weekday mornings 6 to 9, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
Goodbye. You sure are going to miss them, but their room would make a great yoga studio. Store their childhood treasures safely with Sentinel Storage and find some space for you. Try 4 weeks free. sentinelstorage.ca.
The Canadian Brewhouse is turning up the flavor this summer with our new summer feature menu. Try our jerk chicken skewers, Cajun shrimp tostadas, and street corn salsa. Bold bites made for patio season. Get them while it's hot. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Summer in Edmonton means three things: warm weather, long nights, and plenty of sports. From the lake to the links, you can boost your summer fun with hundreds of casino games, live betting on your favorite sports teams, and access to popular lotteries. All in one app, anywhere in the province. Download the Play Alberta app today and deposit $20 or more with promo code YAG50 to claim a $50 free bet. That's promo code YAG50 for a $50 free bet on us. Redeemable once per Play Alberta account. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
The EST Hangout.
I do have concerns with Dan Campbell. I love his riverboat gambling style of coaching in a way. One of these years it's going to cost him.
Would Dan Campbell have ran the ball with Marshawn Lynch on the 1 yard line in the Super Bowl that year?
I don't know, because there's a great article in the Washington Post, though, that says Bill Belichick baited Pete Carroll to do that. It was actually a brilliant coaching move by Bill Belichick that forced Pete Carroll to throw that football.
Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11 on and Sports. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. Don't miss award-winning platinum country artist Jake Owen at the River Cree Resort and Casino, August 15th. Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement? Bet on it.
Looking for quality building materials?
All right, we're back here on EST Afternoon. It's just some technical difficulties, but we're back rolling here. Matthew Iwanyk, Hernan, Salas with you. Benny, the producer, along for the ride as well. Reminder, Reed Wilkins, Jim Milne coming up from 3 to 6. But right now we're going to head to Montreal as we're joined by former Alouettes and Riders player and now the color analyst on the radio broadcast at TSN 690. Marc-Olivier Brouillette joins us here. Mark, how you doing today?
What's going on, gentlemen?
Oh, not much. Just getting ready for this game on Friday. So let's start there. Some reports coming from Montreal Alouettes media today. Tons of injuries. A lot of guys not participating in practice. What's the latest you're hearing on some of the big names for the Alouettes ahead of Friday's game?
Yeah, it looks like there's going to be a lot of new faces in that secondary for the Alouettes. And we saw in the game last week against the Riders. A couple of guys went down with injury, notably starting free safety Marc-Antoine Dequoy. There was a ripple effect in the secondary after that injury. In the second half of that football game, they had to move some bodies around. They had Arthur Hamlin, who ended up starting at the strong side linebacker position due to the game time decision that led to Kabion Ento not playing in that football game. They end up having to bring in linebacker Jeffrey Conte Arku to play that Sam linebacker spot, who just by body type is not really fit to play that position. So it really restricted the play calling for the Alouettes in the second half of that football game. And we saw earlier this week, the Alouettes signed 3 defensive backs. They bring back Don Callis. They signed former Alouette and BC Lions Deontay Evans, and they bring Brendan Danridge as well, a former Ottawa Red Black. So I expect to see a lot of new faces in the lineup for that defensive secondary when they square off against the Elks on Friday night.
You were a former defensive player. How quickly is it to get up to speed on a defense? How quickly is it for these guys to get used to what Noel Thorpe's wanting and be ready to go against Edmonton on Friday?
Well, I think communication is the biggest key, playing with guys. You know, when you're facing a lot of pre-snap motion, some switch releases, I mean, it's easy to call a man coverage play, go out there, line up, and play up against the guy. When you've got stacked receivers, switch releases, and everything, you have to have the confidence in that unspoken communication with the guy you're playing next to. And when you've got a bunch of individuals, a bunch of new faces, it takes some time to develop that chemistry. And so I think it might prove difficult for those new faces in the secondary. And I know for a fact that obviously Noel Thorpe has a very extensive, a very big playbook, especially with a lot of different personnel packages, a lot of different ways to bring pressure, including from the secondary. So a lot of those guys, luckily you're bringing in some CFL veterans. They understand the game a little better, but there's definitely a learning curve to be expected for some of those new guys.
Mark, you know, we had McLeod Bethel Thompson here last year, and the main kind of the focal point of it was he plays well at times, but he just can't pick up the wins, right? I think he only had 3 last year with Edmonton. You look at him with Montreal, they've struggled a bit moving that ball. They picked up the win in Calgary, but VA went down in that one, and who knows if he stays in the game, if that changes how that game finishes. But what have you made of McLeod Bethel Thompson? And is the leash a little bit shorter this week heading into this game?
You know, I thought he was trending in the right direction. There was improvement from week to week. The start against the Stamps, obviously, he went on the road, got a big win against Calgary. And I agree with you that may have been a different football game had Vernon Adams Jr. been able to stay in. The final 5 drives of that football game, the Stamps only generated 29 yards of offense, including 4 of those series with P.J. Walker leading that offense. But if you look back at last week's game against the Riders, I think Bethel Thompson kind of took a step back. You know, I mean, you can't win in the CFL by throwing for 126 yards. That's just the reality of the game. And right now, you know, frankly, I thought that there should have been a competition. I thought that Caleb Evans should have got more snaps in that football game. He got 1 series after Bethel Thompson took a big hit in the second half of that football game. But after that, we didn't see him back on the field. And Caleb Evans has starting experience in the CFL. I think he brings an aspect to this offense that they're lacking in the absence of Davis Alexander. And that's the fear of the quarterback running the football. I mean, that not only scrambling or design quarterback run plays, but when you're running that RPO run game and you're reading the end man on the line of scrimmage, I think teams don't fear that Bethel Thompson is going to take the ball and get the edge on them. So they have the ability to squeeze down, play those gaps tight, and we've seen how it's affected the Alouettes' run game. I mean, it's pretty much non-existent at this point. When Davis Alexander was under center, opposing defenses had to fear that he was going to take the ball and he was going to make some plays outside of the pocket. That threat is just not there with Bethel Thompson. And I think if you put Caleb Evans in there with his athletic ability, that's a whole other dimension that he brings to that Montreal offense. And so we'll see how this game plays out. All signs seem to point towards Bethel Thompson getting the start, but I wouldn't be surprised if that offense struggles again early in that football game. We may see a lot more of Caleb Evans.
It's always going to be tough, though, for an offense when you don't have guys like Tyson Philpott and Austin Mack in the lineup. What's the status of those two? Like, how far away are they from getting back in the lineup possibly?
Well, the good news is they're on the one-game injured list. Neither of them practice this week. The Owls are on a short week as well. I think there's a glimmer of hope, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see both of those guys in street clothes again on Friday night. And those are really two big pieces that are missing from this Montreal offense. I mean, if you look at the roster, yeah, Tyler Snead's been playing well in their absence. Cole Speakers had some ups and downs, had a couple of bad drops, a couple of mistakes. You think of the fumble in the game against the Argos. Luckily, the Alouettes were able to come away with a victory in that one. But there just aren't any home run hitters out there on that offense. And the Riders knew that. And the way they played up in their faces. They knew that there wasn't a very big threat of them getting beat over the top. And so they were able to play tight coverage all night long. The windows were small for Bethel Thompson in that football game. I mean, without Tyson Philpott and Austin Mack, you're missing a lot of firepower on that offense.
Mark, Cody Fajardo's started the last two games for the Edmonton Elks. He's been pretty good. He had one bad pick in the last game, but he's brought a different kind of look to this Elks offense. Just, I guess, what do you make of Cody Fajardo? You know, he won a Grey Cup there in Montreal. He had nothing but great things to say about the organization in the city yesterday. But he goes in there. He said, yeah, I want to go in there and win. You know, they made a business decision that he's totally fine with. But is there a little bit of a fear for Owls fans that Cody Fajardo might go in there and steal one?
You know, I think it's very possible. He's a good veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of experience under his belt. As you mentioned, he won a Grey Cup here in Montreal not too long ago in 2023. During the offseason, the decision was made to part ways with Fajardo and bring Bethel Thompson in. And I think the organization and Alouettes fans as well thought they were getting an upgrade at the position. It was clear that the decision was to go in the direction of Davis Alexander, and he was going to be their guy. But at the number 2 spot, they felt that they got better with Bethel Thompson. But if you look at the small sample size that we have so far this season of both quarterbacks, I'm just not sure that's the case. You know, Cody Fajardo, obviously, he's playing on a football team that's struggling right now, but he's still playing some pretty good football, and he's trending in the right direction. Meanwhile, McLeod Bethel Thompson, who's surrounded by a better football team than the Elks, unfortunately isn't going in the same direction right now. So, you know, although the Elks are the underdogs in this game, they're on the road, they're in Montreal. I think if Cody Fajardo can deliver a solid performance, they're going to give themselves a chance to win, especially against a depleted Montreal team.
And for the Owls, how great is it for the team knowing that, you know, with a kicker like Jose Maltos, that guy could just boom it. How much confidence does that give the rest of that team, knowing that, like, this guy's going to kick it clear from 60?
Yeah, and that's exciting. You know, having been around the football team and being around those guys on a regular basis, you can see how much they admire him and they're happy to have him. He's just a fantastic human being, and he's out there doing the job. And to have that type of range, you know, I think for a football team and a special teams coordinator, I mean, you absolutely love that, because everyone knows in the CFL, one of the most exciting plays is a missed field goal return. And when you're kicking, you know, from 50 plus yards, that's a lot of room for some of those dynamic returners in the CFL. But to have the confidence in your guy to go out there and execute, you know, I think it's just a total asset for this football team. Now, that doesn't take away from the fact that they need to improve in the red zone. There's no doubt about that. Alouettes have been struggling to find the end zone and put some touchdowns on the board. But to have a guy like Maltos who's kicking the way he is and playing the way he is right now over the past couple of weeks, I know the guys on those special teams units are pretty jacked up about that.
Mark, you played a long time in the CFL, had a great career. What are you up to now? What's you obviously in Montreal doing the color analyst with Sean Campbell there on TSN 690, but what's up with life after football?
Yeah, unfortunately, CFL retirement isn't your traditional retirement. Yeah. So you got to keep the lights on and earn a paycheck. So I'm practicing law here in Montreal at Robinson Shepherd Shapiro, doing insurance litigation. Obviously, still involved with the CFL via the analyst gig at TSN 690. I've also tried to get involved with amateur football here in Quebec. I've been VP of football Quebec here for about a year and a half. So just trying to stay busy, trying to stay around football as much as possible, and still hanging on to the dream of perhaps one day becoming CFL commissioner.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I like that.
I saw that. I was doing some research, and it always pops up. The next CFL commissioner, Mark. So, tell us more about that.
Yeah, you know what? I sure hope so. And obviously, I love this league. I love the players. I love the fans. And I think there's an opportunity to continue growing this game if we can improve the relationship between the league and the Players Association. You know, for the past, it's almost been an adversarial relationship between the two. And I understand that that's part of the business, and there's CBA negotiations, and each party has their own interest. And obviously there's going to be some confrontation in that aspect, but just by the nature of the league, the size of the league, the number of people who are involved, I think if a more collaborative approach was taken between the ownership and the players, this league could continue to grow in popularity, continue generating more revenue. You know, we're seeing lowered attendance across the CFL. You've got the new TV deal coming up, but even stadium experiences have improved. There's a lot of talks of people wanting a 10th team. So I think there are a lot of issues that could be resolved if both parties kind of readjusted the way they looked at the relationship and started working together as opposed to working against each other.
I love it.
Yeah,
you've got a defender advocate for you out here at West. I'll tell you that right now.
I appreciate that, guys.
Yeah, EST Edmonton Sports Talk's behind you, Mark. So, hey, enjoy the game on Friday. Should be a fun one. MBT versus Cody Fajardo, the two backups that got traded for each other in the offseason. Should be a fun game. Have a great call, Mark, and I'm sure we'll have you on again.
All right. Thanks a lot, gentlemen. I appreciate it. Nice talking to you.
All right. Marc-Olivier Brouillette from TSN 690, former player and maybe future commissioner of the league.
I'm not opposed to it. Right off the bat.
Someone who played,
player, lawyer would be smart. Good looking man.
Canadian.
That never hurts. I'm assuming French speaking.
Yes, 100%.
Which is important.
That was a great breakdown. I love what he had to say about Cody. They thought they were getting the better quarterback at MBT, and he goes, obviously that's not the case. That's kind of our discussion for Inside the Numbers, where I don't think it's Cody up here and MBT down here, but does Cody win just because he's more consistent?
I think the ups and downs the ups aren't far off from maybe what an MBT's height is.
Yeah,
his low is much higher than an MBT low.
That's a good way of putting it.
But I will say what Farhan said yesterday was very interesting in that no team would take even Cody Fajardo as a starting quarterback right now.
No, and that's fair.
And you have to remember that with him too. So,
and I think the same goes for MBT.
100. No one's.
It'd be interesting.
He's not even Montreal one. Montreal didn't even want him as a starter.
It should be interesting to rank the backups of every team. Like, who has the best backup? It's not Masoli.
No.
It's not Jake Mayer.
At this moment. Oh, he beat BC. It's not PJ Walker.
It's not Taylor Powell and Hamilton.
I don't know. You'd have to see him a little bit more.
Is it Nick Arbuckle? Because technically he's the backup.
Well,
he only has 2 wins, but he's playing
the
well.
argument, honestly, straight up from backups, and it's between Nick Arbuckle. It'd be Nick Arbuckle than Trey Ford.
Oh, you'd have Trey that high up, eh?
Who else is better than Trey Ford? Chris Strevler's not.
No.
PJ Walker's not. Jeremiah Mazzoli's not.
No.
Jake Mayer, maybe. You could put Jake Mayer ahead of him. You're saying no to Taylor Powell. Maybe Taylor Powell.
But he's still so much of an unknown.
Matt Schultz?
Or
in
Dustin
Ottawa?
Crum?
No. Dustin Crum, no. I'd take Trey.
Okay.
Nick Arbuckle. So right now, it'd have to be Nick Arbuckle and Trey Ford, straight up.
Yeah.
If we're going backups right now of where they are.
Yeah, let's go third stringer. No, I'm just kidding. No, but you might be onto something. I think there's potential not potential. Jake Mayer's a good quarterback. But in the one game he played, he didn't look very good. Mazzoli was not good with BC.
No, well, yeah,
Strevler's up and down. I'd take Trey Ford over Strevler any day, though. Let me be clear.
Mayer 170 and a touchdown in the one game. Wasn't world beating. Yeah, maybe he's second or third.
Huh.
If Trey's starting, Cody, I would put number 1.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have it at close.
Cody would probably be up there. Yeah. No, for sure. We got to do who this. We're going to do this in the second. We just, we do a trajectory. We have a nice little, and we're going to start today. The first hint, and remember, you got to get points in this. So we're going to go with the top 5 in terms of timestamp on our River Cree box 780-218-9999. Don't post it, Benny, until the second hour. I'm just going to give a hint, and then we'll put you into a wheel, and the wheel will select the winner, and you get 2 points at the end of August. One of you will get the prize. Whoever guessed the most who this. To start it off, I'm going to say this player played in college, Maddie. Who? Go. Tell me.
Justin Schultz.
Ooh, good guess. Good guess, but yeah, I can't say anything.
Did I get it?
No,
Damn.
I don't know.
Did I get it?
College. All right, so hit us up. The afternoon inbox, like always, is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino. You want to check out a show tomorrow? The Bay City Rollers roll in. All you have to do for tickets is go to rivercreeresort.com or hit up the River Cree box office. Up next, Hernand's World. We're going to have more of a discussion. I saw an interesting show. I know you're going to be a fan of it. I absolutely loved it. But I got to stop watching these shows, Maddie. You know why? I don't have enough time in the day to watch all these damn sports. But it's an awesome show. I want to get your thoughts because you're big into what I'm going to talk about. That's all coming up here on EST Afternoons. Here's Ben, Sports Update.
The Blue Jays go for the sweep today against the Rockies after taking the first 2 games of the 3-game set. Toronto leads the American League with the Red Sox 3 games back. Kevin Gausman gets the start for the Jays while Kyle Freeland takes the mound for Colorado. That game is currently in the top of the second with a 1-0 lead for the Rockies. The Edmonton Riverhawks wrap up their regular season tonight with a rubber match against the Victoria Harbor Cats. That series sits at 1 apiece. That one gets under at 7:35. In football news, Montreal center and guest of the Reed Wilkins Show, Justin Lawrence, has been ruled out of Friday's game against the Elks. To the NFL, Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel threw himself into a pileup during practice and came out with a bloody cheek, earning respect from players for his intensity. QB Drake May said that it's exactly the mentality the team wants. And on the courts, the Edmonton Stingers are in Saskatchewan to face off the Rattlers. Tip-off is at 7:30. You can catch the game live on our audio streams only on Edmonton Sports Talk. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and surrounding areas since '93. Doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff at Windsor Plywood Leduc. More of Matt Iwanyk and Hernan Salas on EST Afternoons after the break. I'm Ben Thompson, and you're up to date.
The Lock Shop.
I wanted to go back to that Barbers game for a second, though, because you'd mentioned it's a good young crowd. It's like a party scene. Everybody's having a great time there. Was it like that 6-7 years ago?
The winning, obviously, I mean, having a consistently great team is a huge part of it. I mean, there's no way you can ignore that. 9 straight sells. This is undoubtedly the golden age of Blue Bomber football. The bar continues to be raised.
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Summit Racing Equipment brings you the earth-shaking thrills of Monster Truck Throwdown at Edmonton's Radford Raceway. 3 massive shows, August 22nd through 24th, featuring 8 incredible trucks with high-flying thrills and jaw-dropping stunts, including Alberta's own Crude Behavior and Roughneck, along with a return of Avenger and more. Experience the epic power of Monster Truck Throwdown, August 22nd to 24th at Rad Torque Raceway. Don't miss this all-ages event with kid tickets starting at just $17. Get tickets and info at radraceway.com.
Win a trip to Osheaga with the Banquet in Aperol. We're sending 1 lucky guest to Montreal with flights, hotel, and 2 tickets to one of Canada's hottest music festivals. Enter by July 26. Details in store or on the Banquet app. Get real. Play hard.
You know Dawn. Everyone knows Dawn. Dawn from
Frontier Cartage. That's right, it's me, Dawn from Frontier Cartage, where we're setting the standard for cartage service in Edmonton and beyond, offering city cartage, Alberta highway, short haul deck, and more. My team and I are bringing our years of industry experience and expertise to every mile.
Join Dawn and her boys in a new chapter in transportation excellence, dedicated to exceptional service. Call Dawn at Frontier Cartage, 587-222-5826.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Welcome back to EST Afternoons here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Slam that thumbs up for us. Great conversation with Marc-Olivier Brouillette from TSN 690, former player. You know what, Maddie? I don't remember him as a player. Like I was looking at pictures of him. He was number 10.
I remember him a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
I couldn't remember him, so.
He just missed out on playing with Fajardo.
Oh, okay.
I looked. He was in. He was with Saskatchewan in 18, and Fajardo was there in 19.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He has good numbers. I mean, seems like he was more of a special teams guy, but a lot of tackles. Played for about 9 years, so good on him. That was a great interview. Another guy to add to the good old Rolodex. Let's get to Hernand's World, like always brought to you by the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club. Fall in for flavor and fairways. The Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club is open to the public with Twilight golf specials that go easy on your wallet and wings so good they should be on parade. Hit the course, crush some wings, and soak in the sunset. Visit EGMGolf.com to book your round today. So, Maddie, a few things. I don't know if you heard YouTube Trev say that he hated Snoop Dogg.
He hates Snoop Dogg?
Yeah, he says he's terrible.
That's pretty harsh.
I told Trev today, and I was pretty serious. I said, I don't think we can be friends anymore.
That's fair.
To have that kind of take is just ridiculous. I know he got the Nasty Chat went after him. I know Dusty went after him. I think even LTE did. But nonetheless, Snoop Dogg's one of the greatest ever. It's just one of the all-time worst takes. That's not Hernand's role, by the way. I just had to get that off my chest. I'm not impressed with that young man right now. But nonetheless, so yesterday, I'm going to call you Joaquin again, Maddie.
I'm honored if you think I'm Joaquin.
I go on Netflix. SEC football, any given Saturday, just dropped on Netflix.
Never heard of it.
I powered through 5 episodes. It is fascinating, the college game. Because they go into the locker room, like I think Vanderbilt beat Alabama last year.
Yes.
Yeah, they talk about that. They're following the Florida Gators and the controversy with their quarterbacks. They go to Arkansas, where the coach is on the hot seat. What's the other school here? LSU.
There's LSU, Florida, South Carolina, Vanderbilt, and some other SEC programs.
Yeah. It's amazing. Like watching that and going into like what these players, like it's so fascinating to me. And I've told you this before. I can't get into college ball because there's so many damn teams. I don't know how the bowl games work. I know if you want to make it to like the big national game, you can't drop more than one game or something like that.
Yeah, it's changed now because it's the playoffs.
Because of the playoffs.
And they've extended. It's 12 teams. This past year was the first 12 team. They're thinking of maybe going to 16. Depending on which school and conference you're in, you could afford 2 losses, I think.
Okay. Good, because I think old school.
Some schools are only 1.
I don't even know
none.
how the playoffs work now either.
It's very confusing.
Yeah, that's why. So my point of this is I got into NASCAR because of a stupid Netflix show that sucked me in, and now
why do you keep watching these shows?
But that's what I mean. Should I just stop? Because now I want to cheer for one of these damn teams.
Oh, of course. Don't cheer for the SEC.
I might cheer for the Florida Gators. They have DJ, is it Lathway?
No clue.
No?
Don't know the
I thought you
players.
knew college.
I know there's 120 schools, Hernan. How am I going to know the players from 120 schools? I also don't know the players until the season starts.
But
then
it's Florida.
I don't like Florida. I cheer against Florida.
Miami's their biggest rival, right?
No, I don't know if they'd be their biggest. Any SEC school would be a big rival. They'd be a rivalry. Florida State is probably the biggest rivalry between those two, but Miami's right there as well. I cheer for the Gators actively to lose.
So clear this up for me. The SEC is the best division?
Depends who you talk to. Big Ten would be the other one.
Okay, is Big Ten like Washington and...
Big Ten, Washington moved there. It's Michigan, Ohio State, Michigan State. Iowa, Nebraska, and then Washington, USC, UCLA, Oregon all joined the Big Ten last year.
So the SEC's Alabama, Auburn,
Florida, Vanderbilt, Arkansas, Kentucky, LSU, Georgia.
Okay.
They're the two best in football easily. Some might argue Big Ten might be better in terms of football.
And then not only that, I'm watching the Tour de France one on Netflix.
Oh my God.
Unreal. Those guys are absolutely machines. So my point is, do I need to stop?
Yes.
Do I just watch it and not get into it? Like,
I think you just need to not watch the show.
I have no more time in my life.
I know this was the issue I had with Drive to Survive. I told you guys I don't want to get into this because I can't add another sport to my life. And I did it, and I added another sport to my life. Hernan, you can't all of a sudden be adding IndyCar, NASCAR, college football, and Tour de France into your life in 1 year. In one calendar year, you're adding 4 different sports to your life.
It's too much, right?
Yes, it is, I think.
Oh, man. But I'm such a sucker for these shows, and they suck me right in. Like, I want to become like a Florida fan.
You're going to have like 4 TVs going at once to watch all these sports.
I can't do it. NASCAR is like a 5-hour day. Indy's not bad. But like, man,
your weekends are, let me tell you, college football eats up your Saturday largely. It's
there's
wonderful.
1,000 games on TV. I don't even know who to watch.
It's great in that sense. But you're adding that, like your weekend between Indy, NASCAR, F1, college football. You're forgetting that there is hockey too that plays on weekends. You got the NFL, the CFL for a few weeks there. Like, you're screwed, dude.
I ain't got no more time. So should I
You might have the Jays playoffs, you know. Well, you will have Jays playoffs, but depending how far they go.
Should I stop watching these shows? Let us know. River Korean Box, 780-218-99. Or the NAS. Because I fall in love with all of them. Like the Tour de France stuff is fascinating. Fascinating. I even have my favorite driver now, or cyclist.
Of course you do.
And the guys I don't like.
Of course you do.
Like, it's just, but why do they keep making these things?
Why do you keep watching these things? They keep making them because you watch them and then you want to watch these sports. It's actually exactly why they are making them.
Oh, man.
I'm just trying to protect you with your life. Like, you're going to just be like, once you leave EST, you're going to go home, watch sports, not sleep, just so you can catch up on all these sports. Then come back. You're like, you will have no other life.
Yeah, it's too much, man. I watched 5 episodes last night.
Of course you did.
So into it, man. Oh, I had to watch Vanderbilt beat Alabama.
You just have to. You can't wait till today.
Because everybody was mocking them. Who's your favorite cyclist? I don't know his name. Hold on.
What kind of fan are you?
Something Wout. W-O-U-T. He races for... So the guy he races with won the Tour de France in 2022. I'm only in 2023 right now, so don't spoil it for me because I don't know who won the last 2 years.
You don't have to worry about that one with me.
Oh, man. Benny, what do you say?
About, like, relay me the question, Hernan.
Should I stop watching all these sports docu-series?
I understand your position on it because I actually it helps you connect with the sport, but
it's just stuff I never thought I'd be into.
Yeah, so you have too much on your plate. I feel like you need to slow down. Like, have you watched Quarterback?
No. I that's something I have not watched.
And then tomorrow he'll be like, I crushed a whole season, Benny.
There you go. Yeah, so I was sick Monday. I laid in my bed and I watched 5 episodes of Quarterback. That's what I did.
Is that one of those self-inflicted sicknesses?
Maybe. Maybe.
What's your favorite all-time sports docuseries?
I don't know how many docuseries I've watched. Like, it'd probably be Drive to a degree, but I don't know.
Drive to Survive?
I don't know if I've watched any other ones.
Like, you've never watched a Hard Knocks or like the Jordan one?
Oh, well, that's okay. The documentary versus, like, are you following a season or documentaries is different.
Well, I guess they're all the same. Because the Jordan one was still like 8-9 episodes, wasn't it?
It was a long one.
Yeah.
But it just followed his career.
Favorite sports docuseries?
Yeah. Max Bezos says, does the OJ series count? It's listed under sports documentary.
Oh, it is a sports documentary.
Yeah. Yes.
I would argue with that one. Funny enough, I've never actually watched Made in America.
Really?
I need to.
I've
never watched it.
I haven't watched the F1 yet.
Drive to Survive.
I hear it's incredible.
I don't watch it anymore because I now know I follow the season, so I don't care.
Yeah.
I even watched the Formula E docu-series on Prime.
You are easily sucked in. You are easily sucked in.
I even know who the top guys are now.
Did you watch the Amazon hockey one?
Yeah, I was just
No, I didn't.
How do you not watch the one that follows the Edmonton Oilers, but you're watching all these other ones?
Because we talk about them for
fair enough.
the whole year. I'm like, okay, I get it.
There's others episodes though, of like not just Oilers.
I'm just with hockey. We cover it so much and we watch so much of it. Like a docuseries on a hockey team, I don't want to watch that.
I will tell you a documentary series or a series that I want to start watching a little bit right now. There's one I think on WWE.
Oh,
that I've been seeing clips on TikTok about it, but it goes full behind the scenes of how they go about doing it and the little control room that they have right at the entrance where they make the decisions of what's happening in the ring and they're talking to the ref. And I've always been fascinated by the production of the WWE and seeing them go into their creative meetings of deciding who's going to win at WrestleMania. I got to figure out what's the name of this show. I've just seen clips on TikTok and now I clicked it. That show actually might suck me in. Where it's one, I know that I won't watch wrestling because I don't care. Yeah. I'm fascinated more by how do they come up with the storylines and decide which way you want to go with it and all of that.
Did you see the McMahon one, Vince McMahon?
No, I don't. I don't care.
It's called Unreal.
Is it?
Yeah, that's what Jen put in the nasty chat. And I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, it's a Netflix season.
It's
WWE Unreal.
Yeah.
Damn it. I'm writing that down.
It came out July 20th. It was fascinating.
What's it on?
Netflix. It's a fascinating just behind the scenes of the how they go about doing wrestling. It's amazing.
So
from the clips I've seen.
Van Owen did text me the name, but I sent it to him probably at the exact same time. My favorite Tour de France cyclist is Wout van Aert.
Of course.
He's an absolute beast.
I've always said that.
Yeah.
I've always said that.
Preach, Hernan. Preach. Those are my notes.
So they released 5 episodes for this series so far. But like episode 5, it's behind the scenes with the staff and the superstars for WrestleMania 41. So like you're going behind the scenes of all these type of things. And I just find that to be really, really cool.
That is pretty sweet.
Oh man,
that's even something I've enjoyed with the quarterback is like just like seeing the behind the scenes of what the quarterback has to go through and on a day-to-day basis and stuff. Like it's like I never played football, so I never like fully understood what that was like as a quarterback. Like just like it's like every day you're working towards one game at the end of the week, and then like when that's done, okay, like same cycle.
I'll draw the line on sailing.
Have you watched Sail GP though?
No,
pretty fun.
I gotta get a life here, Benny. I'm watching way too many sports tacos. I'm trying to get into everything. When is the Tour de France?
It's in July. It's past.
Oh, so we already have a winner.
Yeah, 2025 has been handed out. The Yellow Jacket's been
whoever won is gonna be Hernand's favorite.
It's a very much a July event.
Well, hopefully Woot won.
I'm not going to tell you who won, but I'm looking it up right now. It happened from July 5th to the 27th.
These guys are animals. Animals.
Yeah, it's over.
They're the fittest athletes on the planet. Like the things these guys have to go through, I don't think you guys understand. It's truly amazing. Anyways, that was Hernand's World. Always a good time. Brought to you by the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club. Hit up egmgolf.com to book your round today. Got to give a second clue to who it is.
Okay.
First one was college. Second one, he's American.
Oh, damn it. Justin Schultz would have worked.
Wait, was he American?
No. Wait.
I don't think Justin Schultz was American. No.
He was in college in the States. That's my mistake there.
All right.
An American college. Ike Howard.
No. One more, and then we'll reveal the image that Benny put together, and then the top 5, Maddie. We'll get into the Wheel of Fun, and we'll select the winner. How does that sound?
Love it.
Great. Did you also know that the afternoon inbox is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino? Check out their happy hour, 525 drinks, available Sunday to Thursday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m.
9 a.m.?
Yeah, baby.
Awesome. Go on. Have a great time at the River Cree.
There's nothing like a good old beer at 9 a.m., eh, Benny?
Love those. That may have...
With Clamato?
No, I'm not big into that. That 9 a.m. beers may have involved in my sickness on Monday.
You guys don't like Caesars?
I like Caesars. I don't like clam in my beer.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
And specifically, I don't like all Caesars. Okay. They got to be well done. I won't make a Caesar at home because it'll be crap.
You know who makes good Caesars?
Lucas Holt.
Oh, yeah. Gin Caesar.
Mm-hmm.
They're really good. Try a gin Caesar instead of vodka. You won't regret it. That's courtesy of Lucas Holt, who taught me that. And some pickle juice.
In a short glass.
Yes. Perfect. Hey, check out Any Given Saturday on Netflix. You'll love it. You'll love it. Especially if you're not a big college guy. Man, it is fascinating. All right, coming up in hour 2, Faces of the Franchise. RJ Ochoa from Blogging the Boys. We're going to talk some Dallas Cowboys. And we'll continue with Who Dish number 7. That's all coming up in hour 2 of EST Afternoons here on Edmonton Sports Talk.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne.
Are we getting carried away with the Notes apps announcements? Micah Parsons went off on the Dallas Cowboys on Twitter.
It doesn't take a lot. It's very easy to write something out on Word. It's not just, okay, you did this at 11:14 in the morning. Your battery's at 75%. You're on LTE right now. So why aren't you on 5G? What are we doing here, Micah Parsons?
Yeah, bad look.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne, weekday afternoon 3 to 6, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Okay, 2 kids, 2 backpacks, lunch bags. Wait, where are the school books? Back to school doesn't have to mean the everyday rush and stress of looking for your kids' items. Have more zen in your mornings. Find space for your family's needs with Sentinel Storage. Go back to school with 4 weeks free. Reserve your space today and find the peace of mind your morning needs. Visit sentinelstorage.ca. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. Don't miss award-winning platinum country artist Jake Owen at the River Cree Resort and Casino, August 15th. Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement? Bet on it.
Everyone knows when you need a truck now, you call Dawn.
That's right. You call us, Frontier Cartage, when you need driver coverage or have a truck that's down.
You call Dawn from Frontier Cartage.
When you've got way more freight to move than you thought.
You call Dawn from Frontier Cartage.
When you need a truck that's available and ready to start anytime you need.
You call Dawn at Frontier Cartage, 587-222-5826. 587-222-5826.
The Blue Jays look to complete the sweep this afternoon against the Rockies after winning the first 2 games of the series. Toronto remains atop of the American League with the Red Sox 3 games back. Kevin Gausman gets a start for the Jays, Kyle Freeland for Colorado. That score is currently 3-1 at the end of the 3rd inning for the Blue Jays. The Edmonton Riverhawks close out their regular season tonight against the Victoria Harbor Cats. That series is tied 1-1 and the first pitch is set for 7:35. In CFL news, Alouettes center Justin Lawrence, a recent guest on the Reed Wilkins Show, has officially been ruled out for Friday's matchup against the Elks. To the NFL, Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel got into the action during practice, jumping into a player pileup and walking out with a bloody cheek. And on the hardwood, the Edmonton Stingers are in Saskatchewan to take on the Rattlers. Tip-off is at 7:30. Listen live on our audio streams, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. The sports update is brought to you by Capital Care. Financial supports deeply affects residents at Capital Care. Whether it's a one-time donation or a monthly contribution, every penny counts. Find out how you can donate at capitalcarefoundation.net. More of Matt Iwanyk and Hernan Salas on EST Afternoons. I'm Ben Thompson, and you're up to date.
It's hour 2 here on EST Afternoons. It's Ben Thompson, Matthew Iwanyk, Hernan Salas here with you live from the William Huff Studios. A fun first hour. Some interesting news there. Justin Lawrence out for the Alouettes. That's huge. That's their starting center. Telling you right now, the Elks are going to pull it away, pull it out. They're going to win. Coming up in this hour, face of the franchise coming up. More clues on who dis. RJ Ochoa from Blogging the Boys to talk about the Dallas Cowboys and this day in sports history and all that other fun stuff. Like always, slam that thumbs up for us. Hit us up on the Nasty Chat and the River Cree inbox, 780-218-9999. Your third clue, and we're going to show the image, the trajectory of the said player at the end of this segment. Third clue, Thrashers. So college American Thrashers. 780-218-9999. You okay, Matthew?
I'm thinking.
Okay.
Trying to think of this answer.
Are you ready for the next team for Faces of the Franchise?
Of course. We crushed 3 teams yesterday.
Here we go.
How good we were.
Boston. Ooh.
Oh, my God. That's tough.
This one's getting...
Oh, boy.
Is it tough, though?
Yes, because they have a great history, and there's a lot of great players to choose from when it comes to the Boston Bruins.
Okay.
I believe.
I mean, Bobby Orr. Automatic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Automatic.
Of course.
Cam Neely.
Ooh.
I don't...
Cam Neely off the top rope. I think you're right.
He'd have to be up there.
Yeah, because he didn't play longer because of his injuries, right?
And he's their GM now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or he's up there. That helps him.
I mean, Bork.
Ray Bork.
Okay, how about Patrice Bergeron?
I was just about to say.
Well, there's Patrice Bergeron.
He's got to be there.
Brad Marchand.
Esposito.
There's Phil Esposito.
Yeah. Any other goalies like Tim Thomas?
Tuukka Rask, maybe?
Like Tim Thomas won a cup, right?
Yeah. I don't know if there's ever been a goalie.
Would Brad Marchand eventually be there?
I said him.
Did you? Yeah. Oh, sorry. I apologize.
Thanks.
Like this Chara?
Zdeno Chara. He had a long career there.
Long career there.
Oh,
like he ended up having that long career there.
That's tough, yeah.
Krejci.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Does Pasternak eventually make his way into this?
Cheever. A lot of people saying Cheevers. Well, not a lot too. But you know what I'm saying. I think for sure Orr and Bork are a lock.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah, then it comes down to the other two, which is
Johnny Busick, maybe?
Very hard. Big Uke says Lucic, Sagan, Horton, Iginla. This is serious, Big Uke. You too, Trapstick.
What's he saying?
Halsey.
Back-to-back days. Good job, Trev.
All right, boys. This is tough. So Bork or for sure.
I think Bergeron's got to be there.
I'm down to four guys for the final 2 spots.
Okay, who do you have?
Cam Neely, Patrice Bergeron, Brad Marchand, Zdeno Chara.
Yeah.
And I think I know what I would go with.
Oh, okay. Well, let's vote, okay, between the 3 of us. Give us the first name, Maddie, and we'll all take a vote.
Patrice Bergeron.
Yay.
Yeah.
So that's 3. So he's in. So now we have 1 more spot.
Okay. Well, who are the names again?
Cam Neely, Brad Marchand, Zdeno Chara. Cam Neely.
I would go Neely too.
I'm just throwing that name out. I'm not voting for Neely.
I would vote Cam Neely.
Okay. Brad Marchand. Zdeno Chara.
I think Chara.
I'm voting Chara.
So the 3 of us. Wait.
I'm Chara.
You're going to go Chara?
I feel like there needs to be a mix of the generations here and stuff. And like Chara was a beast on their blue line for a very long time. He's the one that went in front of the net when they took down the Leafs in that game 7. I don't know. There's just maybe it's a more recency bias there. But I feel like I would put Zdeno Chara.
He won a cup.
He did. Tuukka Rask? We never brought up Tuukka Rask. By the way.
I wouldn't go Tuukka Rask.
No. I'm just throwing that one out there as if you're looking for the goalie. But I do think, I'm the one that threw Cam Neely first, but there's something about Zdeno Chara, not having Zdeno Chara on this.
Like Chara was there from 06, 07 to
what, 2 years ago?
2020.
You guys wouldn't have any time for Esposito?
I would, but I think he falls behind these players that were listed. Like, he'd be ahead of Brad Marchand for me.
Yeah. I think Marchand openly willing to be traded.
Because a lot of people are naming the guys that are like top 4 in scoring, but like...
You're talking about faces of the franchise, and if Cam Neely wasn't an executive, would we be saying Cam Neely had a Zdeno Chara?
No. The only thing is his career was cut short due to injury, but when you think Cam Neely, you think Boston Bruins.
Yes, you do.
I think the same thing when I think of Chara and Bergeron. Yeah. Like, Bergeron's Mr. Boston Bruin, man.
Yeah. Yeah. And that was a dominant era for the Bruins, too. Like, they were, even though they won one cup, like, that was a big, bad team for a while.
It's funny because Chara played quite a bit with the Islanders, and then he played quite a bit with the Sens. I think 4 seasons with each of those, but then played a really long time with those Bruins.
Johnny, how do you say that last name? The second leading scorer there.
Usyk?
Usyk?
Yeah.
A lot of people saying him.
He deserves to be in the conversation.
Way before my time, for sure. Second in points.
He was a fun guy. He was a fun guy to use in NHL.
Box pounder. Neely's nothing without Adam Oates. Or Joe Juno. All right, so we got Bork, Bergeron. The Reed Wilkins says Bork, Bergeron, Neely.
So he doesn't have Chara instead of...
Yes, that's where I feel like that's going to be a little bit more of the generational gap in something.
Sure.
Because where's
I'm
Chara?
closer to Benny in age than you guys.
I mean, Chara played over 1,000 games.
With the Bruins?
Is that all with Boston? I have to check that.
No, he played 4 years with the Islanders, 4 years with the Sens. But he played a really long time with the Bruins. So I don't know how many official games he got with them.
Yeah, because it says under I think on the same website as you.
Oh yeah, so it'd be over 1,000 games for the Bruins.
Just the Bruins.
Yeah, because he played almost 1,700 games.
Yeah, he played 1680. So over 1,000 with the Bruins.
So. Okay, yeah. So their all-time games played leaders for the Bruins is Bork, Busick, Bergeron, Marchand, Don Sweeney, Krejci, Wayne Cashman, and then Chara. Chara's 8.
Chara, they went to 2 cup finals with him?
Yeah.
1-1? Or did they go to 3? They lost
one
to
against
Chicago,
St. Louis.
and so they went 3 times.
3.
Yeah.
They went to the cup final 3 times with Chara, won one of them.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay, so this is our list, guys. This is the EST afternoon list. So whoever we think it is, I would go Neely, but if you two
we both voted it's Chara.
I think Chara.
Okay, it's Chara then.
I think Chara.
Or Bork, Chara, Bergeron.
I don't think that's bad.
No,
that's Boston has a good history.
Yeah, I mean this one. Yeah, this is just like imagine Montreal.
Yeah.
I don't even want to get to Montreal right now. I'm just
No, I know.
Beliveau, Guy. Carey Price probably.
No, Carey Price wouldn't even come close to my
Really?
I don't think.
But let's say
I'd almost go Patty Waugh over him.
Well, yeah.
But the other one, and now we're not there yet, so let's not continue this. But the other one is Maurice Rocket Richard.
Oh God. Right.
That one I think is all oldies.
Yeah.
It's just what it is.
It's crazy. All right.
I'll let you guys deal with that one unless we have that pop up tomorrow.
Yeah. So we got Bobby Orr, Ray Bork, Patrice Bergeron, Zdeno Chara for the faces of the franchise of the Boston Bruins.
I wonder if ChatGPT can create that. Can you create a Mount Rushmore or
El Presidente says Price wouldn't be on it. It'd be Raw or Dryden.
Dryden wouldn't be the other one. Again, we're not in the Canadians.
Yeah.
Stop it. There's no love for a guy that won the Hart, though?
We're not on Montreal right now, Benny.
Only Gretzky has scored 50 goals in fewer games than Cam Neely. The disrespect.
Oh.
Chara.
I think Grip City's faces the franchise for the Bruins. Chiarelli, Colin Campbell, Don Cherry, and losing to the Habs. I like that one.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Your 3... One person's got the who dis player. One person has it.
Oh.
College, American, Thrashers. We're going to be showing it in a couple minutes here. The first 5 that get into the inbox will go into the Wheel of Fun, and we'll spit out the winner. Let's go. What are you looking at?
I'm trying to see if ChatGPT will create me an image of it. Of the Boston Bruins Mount Rushmore with those 4 guys.
I like that.
That I can't Photoshop, so might as well use ChatGPT.
I like the list. I understand some people want Neely in there. Marchand eventually, I think. Because he's right up there.
Marchand's done with his appeal.
He went to Florida?
Well, he can add more to his resume with Boston.
Yeah.
His Boston career's done. I think if anyone, like Pasternak is the question, can he come up and do something?
Where is he now in terms of scoring? So he's 8th.
Oh, I got it.
Time. 8th all time.
There it is.
Oh, that looks awesome.
Send it to me. I'll put it up.
I love it.
I'll email it to you.
Okay.
I love it.
I'll email it to that the Gmail.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay, Benny, let's show the Who Dis number 7 trajectory. First 5 who don't play yet. It's the River Korean box, 780-218-9999. The first 5 that have the correct answer will go into the Wheel of Fun. Here it is, and I'll read it out loud for our audio audience only. St. Louis, Oilers, Boston, Oilers, Thrashers, Florida, Islanders. Maddie? Once again for the audio.
I have no clue.
Edmonton, Boston, back to Edmonton, to Atlanta, to Florida, to the New York Islanders. Let us know. First 5 will draw into the Wheel of Fun, and we're just waiting for our creation. Well, not our creation.
There it is. All right, once it comes over.
Yeah, let's go.
There's the Boston Bruins the faces of the franchise for the Boston Bruins.
We got to start
Trace
doing that.
Bergeron, Zdeno Chara, Bobby or Ray Bork. Yeah, I just have to type that in. I'll get it done.
Oh, that's amazing. Collingwood Rob texted me a picture of what he has in his office, and he has a Bruins legend. He has Esposito or Neely Bork.
When was that done?
It's probably a while ago. Maybe before.
That's gonna be an older thing. That's probably at least 9-10 years old. Oh, there it is. I think people are getting it.
Yeah, a few people are getting it. That is great. Great. What did you use again?
ChatGPT. I said, can you create a Mount Rushmore? And then it was just filling out all the details, and then I stopped it. I was like, create an image of it, and then it created that image.
That is amazing. Benny, you might have to learn that here since you're going to be with us for the next couple of weeks. So, hey, portions of this hour brought to you by the Canadian Brew House. Cajun shrimp tostadas, blackened chicken bowl, and a Corona sunrise that hits harder than your morning alarm. The Canadian Brew House has dropped their new summer feature menu, bold, fresh, and ready for patio season. The Canadian Brew House, our house is your house. Up next, we're going to head to Dallas, talk some Cowboys. It seems they're always in the news for the wrong reasons. Another holdout, another contract dispute. We'll get the latest from RJ Ochoa, who's with Blogging the Boys. That's all coming up here on EST Afternoons. Send us your who dis. Who do you think it is? Top 5, get in. And we just did our faces of the franchise for the Boston Bruins. We're back after the break. Here's Benny.
Jays aim to finish the sweep this afternoon against the Rockies after taking the first 2 games of the series. Toronto sits atop of the American League standings with the Red Sox 3 games back. Gosman gets the ball for the Jays. Freeland starts for Colorado. That score currently sits at 3-1 for the Blue Jays at the end of the 4th inning. The Edmonton Riverhawks play their final regular season game tonight against the Victoria Harbor Cats. This series is tied at 1 game each. First pitch is set for 7:35. Montreal Alouettes center Justin Lawrence joined the Reed Wilkins show yesterday, but has also been ruled out for Friday's game against the Edmonton Elks. In the NFL, Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel jumped into a pileup during practice and emerged with a bloody cheek. Rookie quarterback Drake May says that's the kind of intensity set for the team. And on the basketball court, the Edmonton Stingers are on the road in Saskatchewan to face the Rattlers. Tip-off is at 7:30. You can catch the game live on our audio streams, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. More of Matt Iwanyk and Hernan Salas after the break. I'm Ben Thompson, and you're up to date.
Avocado and feta dip, passion fruit cheesecake, and cocktails that taste like summer in a glass. Try the new feature menu at The Banquet. Refreshing, craveable, and made for sunny days. The Banquet. Get real. Play hard.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Summer in Edmonton means three things: warm weather, long nights, and plenty of sports. From the lake to the links, you can boost your summer fun with hundreds of casino games, live betting on your favorite sports teams, and access to popular lotteries. All in one app, anywhere in the province. Download the Play Alberta app today and deposit $20 or more with promo code YAG50 to claim a $50 free bet. That's promo code YAG50 for a $50 free bet on us. Redeemable once per Play Alberta account. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. Don't miss award-winning platinum country artist Jake Owen at the River Cree Resort and Casino, August 15th. Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement? Bet on it.
Hey, welcome back to EST Afternoons here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Matthew Iwanyk, Hernan Salas here with you. We got producer Benny Blanco from the Bronx as well. We're just ahead of RJ Ochoa from Blogging the Boys out in Dallas. He'll join us in a couple of minutes here. Faces of the franchise. Great job by Matty to get that image up for us. Bobby Orr, Ray Bork, Patrice Bergeron, and Zdeno Chara. Do you agree with us? Mm-hmm. We got our top five for our Who Dis. Number 7. It's going to be Aiden, who got it before seeing the image. Rip City Step, our good buddy. Mex Bezuzu, who's really good at this. Penner's Pancakes. And El Presidente. Those will be the top 5, Matty. That will go into the Wheel of Fun.
When are you spinning it?
Last segment.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to try to get it into OBS and then onto the screen so people don't think we're... Huh?
That's fine. Easy to do.
Okay. You got to show me in the break.
You forgot?
No, I know how to do it, but like this is kind of... I'll explain after. We'll do it after. Trust me.
Well, I'm now confused why you're going to have struggles with this, but okay.
Oh, you'll know. You'll know. Are we good to go? We are good to go. Hey, reminder, hit us up, River Cree Inbox, 780-218-9999. Hit us up on the Nasty Chat. Slam that thumbs up for us. And Reed Wilkins, Jay Milne, coming up from 3 to 6 here on Edmonton Sports Talk. We're going to head to Dallas, talk to RJ Ochoa from Blogging the Boys here on EST Afternoons. RJ, how you doing today?
I'm doing well, guys. Thanks so much for having me. Happy Hump Day.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Lots of news there in Dallas, RJ. I mean, I follow you and many other reporters that cover the Dallas Cowboys, and it's never a dull moment out there. Micah Parsons, contract dispute, Jerry Jones. This is nothing new to you guys there in Dallas. What's the latest on this situation?
Yeah, unfortunately, pretty par for the course, to your point. I'd say that what makes this one a little bit different is the way that Micah's handling all of it, right? I mean, I think everyone who's even a casual football fan is pretty well versed in how the Cowboys go about this type of thing with how they drag it out. And everybody experienced the CD Lamb and Dak Prescott situations a year ago. And so the fact that Micah is I don't want to say clapping back, but at the very least, in the ring with Jerry Jones and the Cowboys makes it a little bit different. But the latest update is that the Cowboys still aren't doing anything about it. They're just biding their time and, expecting the whole world to kind of wait for them. That's their MO. That's how they operate.
For you right now, what would you put the chances are that he's going to be there week 1 for the Cowboys? And if he's not there week 1, what are the chances he's still a Cowboy by the time the season ends?
I would put them at 99%.
Okay.
You know, I even though this is pretty unprecedented, and that's a heavy word, I recognize that, but I only mean it in a literal sense, just because you simply cannot find throughout the course of, you know, modern history, a Cowboys player requesting a trade away from the team. It just, things generally don't get to this place. And so I think you have to carry, you know, it's a non-zero possibility that it happens, just because we live in a world of infinite possibilities. But that being said, it's worth reminding everyone that I mentioned Dak and CD. CD got taken care of right when the team wrapped up the California portion of training camp. But it took until the day the season started. The Cowboys played it at 3:30 Central, week 1, Sunday at Cleveland. And it was like 10 in the morning that Sunday that the Dak deal finally happened. And so, I mean, this feels very much like that. But I will say, if this holdout were to linger into the season, then I definitely believe that a divorce is on the horizon, whether that's in the immediate future or after this season or something like that. But right now, if we simulated this a million times, I think 999,999 feature Micah playing for the Cowboys long term.
RJ Ochoa from Blogging the Boys joining us here on EST Afternoons. RJ, like, what's the temperature like there with the fan base? I mean, the Cowboys is such a storied franchise, but there must be tons of frustration just the way Jerry Jones goes about dealing with these situations. What are you feeling? What are you hearing from the fan base there?
Yeah, I think that's a pretty strong sentiment. I think it's important to understand that, you know, when cockroaches are all that are left, and there are, you know, history books written about what life was like as a Dallas Cowboys fan, I think an important inflection point will be the playoff loss to the Packers last January, the wild card loss, the Jordan Love game. That really broke people in a different way. I know how hyperbolic that sounds, but that was followed by Jerry declaring they'd be all in and then doing nothing, and then the Dak stuff and the CD stuff and the horrible, toxic way the season went. And then you know, this offseason was somewhat promising, only for them to kind of pull the carpet out and do this Micah thing again. And so I think, you know, if you're a Cowboys fan, you have a lot of friends who make fun of you for it, right? Like, that's just kind of what comes with the dinner. And people are exhausted of this, right? Like, it's hard enough to reconcile that the team isn't going to win a Super Bowl or whatever you want to say, but it's so, you know, so prominently feels like the team is not actively trying as hard, right? Like, if you're a Cowboys fan and you have a friend or a cousin or a brother, whoever, who's an Eagles fan, I mean, your teams aren't playing the same sport, right? Like the Eagles are trying with the hair on their chinny chin chin to do this thing, whereas the Cowboys, you know, whenever they get around to it, you know, they'll figure this thing out. And so it's hard. I think it's hard to limit your expectations, because we all go into this saying, man, maybe this is my team's year. And maybe the Cowboys will find a way, right? You know, to just plow through all this BS and all this crap. But winning a Super Bowl is already such a difficult thing to do, and they just seem hell-bent on making it even harder for themselves. And I do think that that's quite taxing for the fan base.
New coach for this year is, in terms of head coach, Brian Schottenheimer, who spent the last couple of years as the OC out in Dallas. How have things been under his first training camp?
You know, that's a move that really upset a lot of people. If you recall back to the middle of January, the way the Cowboys went about moving on from McCarthy, dragging that process out as well. I think that, you know, Schottenheimer entered in a really kind of lose-lose situation, but he's a really charming guy. And every time he took the microphone, took the podium, he just kind of won more people over. He's quite passionate. I think that people are not only willing to give him a chance just on a human level, but I think that everyone's willing to look at, you know, where he works. And then everyone's willing to kind of say, like, yeah, dude, this is a hard thing to do. And I would hope that would lead people to say maybe Mike McCarthy's better than we were led to believe, because he's trying to navigate life in this mess. So I think that people are, you know, understanding that the jury is out. You know, you can win press conferences and whatnot, but until, you know, we get a look at what his offense is going to look like, that's kind of the biggest question. It is so impossible to even begin to grade him. I saw last week, you know, there were people on the internet chattering about, ranking coaching staffs across the NFL. You just can't rank this dude. I mean, because he hasn't been an offensive play caller in a very, very, very long time. He's an NFL legacy, but we have no idea. I mean, I don't think we're going to see Marty Ball or anything like that. So it's a very, very weird and unique year, which is saying something when you're the Dallas Cowboys.
RJ, CD Lamb there. Now you got George Pickens, Javonte Williams at running back, Jaden Blue, the rookie there as well. In the end, when you look at this offense, is it all just still and will always land on Dak? And he's got the most pressure there in Dallas?
Oh, totally. I mean, Dak is Frodo here, and CD is Samwise, and, George Pickens is kind of the other two. Unlike, those four, they don't have a fellowship, which is what's frustrating about the front office and things like that. And so the Cowboys, you obviously asked about the running game. They just lived at one end of the spectrum as far as resources, right? Like they spent the 4th overall pick at the position and doubled down with a $90 million contract. And they have just gone to the complete and total other end of the spectrum by doing nothing. And I'm not even saying you have to live somewhere in the middle, but you got to live somewhere not, on one extreme. And so is Javonte Williams going to lead the team in carries? Is Miles Sanders? Can Jaden Blue surprise us? I mean, all of it is kind of hard to see. Brian Schottenheimer, his days coordinating the New York Jets offense did feature a prominent run game and did feature a few players wearing that hat, but they were players like LaDainian Tomlinson and Sean Green. And so the Cowboys don't necessarily have that material to work with. That is far and away the biggest question that I have about the football of it all. But given the acquisition of George Pickens, it does ultimately feel like at the end of the day, it's going to be Dak trying to throw them in every single game. And at the very least, they did help him in that capacity.
Okay, firstly, thank you for the Lord of the Rings references. Just fantastic. Well done. George Pickens, you've mentioned him. How has he looked in camp coming from the Steelers, and how has he looked on the other side of CD Lamb?
Yeah, I think that, I'll speak personally and say that I was against the trade just because I didn't trust them to be able to handle what we all conceive to be the issues that Pickens had in Pittsburgh. But to their credit, and I would say to the credit of CD specifically and Dak specifically, they've been able to, sing enough kumbayas for everyone to be happy to this point. Now, that obviously changes the moment you lose a game, the moment somebody isn't getting enough targets, and so we'll see. But I think that they've, proven that they're able to do this right now. And, that's another thing, you're going to trade for this guy. Well, why doesn't he have a contract extension, right? Like, he's entering the final year of his contract. They just continue to soak themselves, but still pee into the wind. It really doesn't make sense. But, that is a tomorrow problem. And today I think that Pickens he makes Dak Prescott significantly better. I know that the internet thinks what they do about Dak because he's a Cowboy and the Cowboys quarterback specifically, but he throws one of the best deep balls in the NFL. And this is probably the most potent pass-catching combination of players he's ever had. Granted, he had Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb once upon a time, but at that moment in time, CeeDee wasn't quite the player we know him to be. He had Des Bryant and Jason Witten at the tail end of their careers. So again, not necessarily, quite supernova, but you've got peak prime CeeDee Lamb, peak prime George Pickens. And so there aren't a lot of offenses in the NFL with that much firepower. And I think that's in proper hands with Dak Prescott.
RJ, great breakdown. Week 1 preseason kicks off this week. Cowboys in action on Saturday. And we'll continue to track this Parsons-Jerry Jones feud, and we'll see if it can get done before week 1 of the regular season. Great breakdown, great stuff, and appreciate your time, RJ.
Of course. Thanks, guys. Have a great rest of the week.
Thank you. RJ Ochoa, blogging The Boys. Great breakdown, man.
He brought in Lord of the Rings, and he included peeing into the wind. Outstanding.
Oh, it's got to be frustrating dealing with a guy like Jerry Jones, man.
As media, you love it.
Sure.
As media,
yeah, I guess fans.
The microphone, it's not far away from putting your microphone, and the owner's ready to talk at any point.
Oh,
you can get a quote at any moment when things are going bad with those Dallas Cowboys.
It says, Max Mizuzu, are more people in Dallas frustrated with the Cowboys or Nico Harrison? Well, I think Nico got lucky because they got the first overall pick. I think that
Did definitely or was it rigged?
It was rigged. 100% it was rigged. Trade Luka to the Lakers to help LeBron. And we'll give you the first round pick this year. It was so rigged. I don't care so Nico Harrison, now everybody's like laying back now because they're like, well, you got Cooper.
I don't think anyone's laying back.
I think so.
I don't think anyone in Dallas would be. He didn't get that first overall pick.
But he's still there. It's truly fascinating what's going to happen. Just pay the man and move on. Like, to hold it out, I'll just never understand that. Never.
Because you don't want to play preseason.
That's a good point, too.
Vets don't want to play preseason. They don't want to be in training camp. They just want to be there for regular season.
But they in the NFL, at least, the starters don't play a lot.
They don't want to be practicing. They do not want to be out on that practice field. They want to show up in September and get ready for regular season football. That's it.
Well, that's true. Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work. I mean, what did he say? CD Lamb signed the morning of the first game.
It was a Dak.
Dak,
he said.
Yeah.
Thought it was Dak.
So we'll wait and see on that. Cowboys are always fascinating. You have a team, Benny?
Fins up, baby.
Oh boy, another Dolphins.
There's so many.
I feel like
Is
at
there?
1260,
CG, Tammy Thomas were Dolphins fans. You're a Dolphins fan. Belsey's a Dolphin fan. It seems like
Dino.
Often Dino's you could find Dolphins fans in Edmonton easier than I think almost any other team.
Yeah.
Really? I didn't know that.
I just don't know why. I'd understand if you were like back in the Dan Marino days.
I don't have.
Why are you a Finns fan?
My friend was the one that was kind of I needed a team to cheer for in the NFL. My dad's a Packers fan, but I was like, I'll be different from my dad. Cheer with him on every other sport. And then my buddy just was inviting me over to his place on Sundays, and this was like 2 years ago, and I was watching. He's a Dolphins fan, so I was like, all right, yeah, I like Tyreek and the way he plays, and then the game that sold it for me was the Dolphins beat the Broncos like 70-20 or something. It was like one of those historic high scoring games for the Dolphins, and I had a bet on the Dolphins, and it all cashed out within like the first quarter.
Okay,
and I was like, yeah, that's my team.
So now he's sucked in, and he's gonna have years of pain.
Yeah, I'm well aware they're probably screwed for a while.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. NFL's always great. Week 1, not for the fantasy purposes. If you're in leagues,
yeah, I have a league. I have a draft coming up here in a little bit.
You're still in one, right?
Yeah, I'm in one with Dusty, 5-keeper to 16-team league.
Ooh,
it's not easy.
Are you enjoying it?
I've never won. No, because I don't like spending money. And every move you make, you have to spend money. So I'm cheap. But I have a decent team.
What do you mean spend? Like you have to, like
if I drop a player, to pick up a player cost me money.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Like literal money.
Does that go into the end pool or?
Yeah, and it's split. But so it's like literal money. Like you want to make a trade for every player it's involved costs you. So every player is like $2 or whatever. So if you make a 4-player trade, it's like $8 you have to spend or something like that.
That's crazy. What platform do you guys use?
CBS. I don't like CBS.
I did one with Dino and CBS. I love CBS. I thought it was the best one.
I always have liked ESPN. Yahoo has a good NFL one.
I like Yahoo.
NFL Network was always good, but with this deal between ESPN and NFL Network, it's all going to be one. The ESPN and the NFL fantasy platform is going to be coming together.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was in a couple leagues, and it was too much, and my teams always stunk.
I found I stopped enjoying football for football and focused way too much on my teams. And I just wanted to get back. Football's my favorite sport. I wanted to get back to watching and enjoying football.
Just enjoying the game.
And now I'm back to just enjoying football. Yeah, fantasy, it's like, it's there. If I do well, great. If not, I'm not upset because I just want to watch football. I care more about the Ravens.
Because it sucks. Like, say, for example, I'm a Niners fan, and like, say I'm playing a guy who has Brock Purdy. Like, I'm almost cheering against him, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's
I'll never do that. My Ravens always will come first.
I only do a hockey pool now, and I might even drop out of it. Because, again, I get too into it. I'm too competitive.
Although the CFL one's fun.
Yeah, that's different, though.
That's the boys.
You're not doing too well, are you?
I'm struggling.
Oh, no.
I'm struggling. I'm
you had a good start, no?
Yeah, but it was fluky start. I said it even at the time. I have no receivers. I just was at the commercial break. I was looking at the top 10 CFL receivers. I have 0 of them.
It's crazy. You're like the Elks.
I have Tyson Philpott hurt. Justin McInnes doing nothing.
Yeah, I'm surprised by McInnes. I truly am. Philpott, unfortunate, but what can you do? What can you do? Penner's Pancakes, did I win? Who dis? Well, you'll find out in the next segment, brother. You're in the top 5. I'll just say that. But Maddie's got to run.
Yes, I do.
Me and Benny for the last segment here. We'll get to a lot of stuff, and we'll spin the wheel to see who won and picks up 2 points and who dis number 7, and we'll reveal the name. Okay? We'll reveal the name. That's all coming up here on EST Afternoons on Edmonton Sports Talk.
Look here.
Blue Jays look to finish the sweep this afternoon against the Rockies after taking the first 2 games of the series. Toronto remains on top of the American League with the Red Sox 3 games back. Gosman starts for the Jays, Freeland for the Rockies. That game is currently underway with the Jays leading 6-1 in the bottom of the 5th inning. The Edmonton Riverhawks play their final game of the regular season tonight against the Victoria Harbour Cats. This series is tied at 1 apiece. First pitch is at 7:35. Montreal Alouettes center Justin Lawrence, who joined the Reed Wilkins show earlier this week, has been ruled out for Friday night's game against the Elks. At Patriots practice, head coach Mike Vrabel jumped into a pileup during a heated drill and came out with a bloody cheek, a move that earned praise from rookie quarterback Drake May for setting the tone. And on the hardwood, the Edmonton Stingers visit the Saskatchewan Rattlers. Tip-off is at 7:30, and you can catch it live on our audio streams, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Hernan and I will be wrapping up EST Afternoons after the break. I'm Ben Thompson, and you're up to date.
Two guys and a goalie.
When I played against Jason Smith and Jr., and it was only a couple of times, it always shocked me, his transition. Oh, this is a skilled puck-moving defenseman. We had this thing, we called it the Cobra Kai. Like he would basically grab people by the throat and one-arm them down. It was obviously a holding penalty now, but he would do it all the time, and he was vicious.
Two guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Win a trip to Osheaga with the Banquet and Aperol. We're sending one lucky guest to Montreal with flights, hotel, and 2 tickets to one of Canada's hottest music festivals. Enter by July 26. Details in store or on the Banquet app. Get real. Play hard.
GCL Diesel has been serving oil country since 1972. From diesel cars to SUVs to pickups. From farm tractors to school buses to a big rig. From diesel generators to forklifts, GCL can test, troubleshoot, and repair all diesel fuel system components. Whether it's injectors, pumps, turbos, filters, or additive, GCL has the parts you need to keep your diesel running the way it should. For genuine diesel parts at wholesale prices, visit GCL Diesel in the West End or online at GCLDiesel.com. GCL Diesel. Diesel understood.
Summer in Edmonton means 3 things: warm weather, long nights, and plenty of sports. From the lake to the links, you can boost your summer fun with hundreds of casino games, live betting on your favorite sports teams, and access to popular lotteries. All in one app, anywhere in the province. Download the Play Alberta app today and deposit $20 or more with promo code YAG50 to claim a $50 free bet. That's promo code YAG50 for a $50 free bet on us. Redeemable once per Play Alberta account. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
Goodbye! You sure are going to miss them, but their room would make a great yoga studio. Store their childhood treasures safely with Sentinel Storage and find some space for you. Try 4 weeks free. SentinelStorage.ca.
Final segment here on EST Afternoons. It's Hernan, Salas. Matty had to run. Got some business to take care of. It's just Benny and I for the final segment. Reed Wilkins, Jay Mellon coming up in about 16 minutes time. They'll have a loaded show for you like they always do. The afternoon inbox, like always, presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino. Check out their Tap 25 restaurant where the entire menu is 50% off 7 days a week from 2 to 5 p.m. We will reveal shortly our Wheel of Fun. The 5 names that will be joining will be El Presidente, Penner's Pancakes, Mex Bezuzu, Rip City Step, and Aiden, who got it even before the image. Benny, can we make just... Oh, no, that's fine. That's fine. You want to do it right now? Just wait a bit. So the player is Marty Reasoner. Good old Marty, former Edmonton Oilers.
There you go.
There you go. Was traded away right before the Oilers went on their cup run. I think he was traded for Samsonov.
Yeah, that would make sense. That was an era of the Oilers I didn't really follow too hard.
Sergei Samsonov, and then he came back, and then, bottom 6 guy. Kind of always just around it. So, yeah. Definitely good times. So Marty Reasoner, if you guessed that, there's a lot of correct answers, but the top 5 were these 5 gents here, and we're going to spin it now. Let's go, and we'll see who the winner is. And thank you to Matthew Iwanyk. We're able to figure this out, and here we go. Here we go, Benny. Who's it going to be?
I think it's Rip City.
Aidan O'Neill. He takes the lead because he's won. We can go back to our shot here. He's already won, so he jumps in with 4 points. Aidan O'Neill, the winner for selecting Marty Reasoner. We'll do another one on Friday. We might go away from some Oilers. Make it a little more difficult, right?
That would do it.
Penner's Pancakes. Samsonov was vital in that game 6 against the Wings. He was. He set up Hemmer for the game winner. So, Aidan O'Neill, congratulations. You're up to 4 points. X-Bizuzu rigged.
You
watched it live, baby. And shout out to Iwanyk for figuring that out for me because I could not figure that out. Well, I guess I could have. I could have screen grabbed it or something.
Yeah.
And faces of the franchise, we did the Boston Bruins. We went with Orr, Bork, Bergeron, and Chara. We've had a fun show. We talked Cowboys with RJ Ochoa. He was fantastic. And, of course, Marc-Olivier Brouillette from TSN 690 out there in good old Montreal. Lots of injuries for the Alouettes. Justin Lawrence, as you've heard on the updates, will be out. And the quads looks like he might be out there. Safety rough in their DB. Philpott Mack did not practice today. This is looking good for the Elks here. They got to take advantage of this. And they got to go. They got to find a way to pick up a win. You're playing against McLeod Bethel Thompson. Again, he's a good CFL quarterback. He is not great. You should be able to win that game. He hasn't been good. And I'm being honest. This is not just Hernan being a hater on a certain player. They won that game against Calgary because, listen, we don't know and we'll never know. But if VA doesn't get hurt, that game probably changes.
Yeah.
As Mark said, they had 5 drives with PJ Walker, and they could not do anything. They didn't score any points. So that's the big difference there. So for me, the Edmonton Elks got to find a way. And I think Cody Fajardo on the offense did a lot of good things. They were excellent in that game on Saturday outside of that one pick and the drop by Keon Julian Grant. Now, keep in mind, Grant's a former Alouette. He might want some revenge game there. Cody Fajardo as well. Now, McLeod Bethel Thompson, I don't know why you'd want a revenge game.
No, I mean,
but he's playing his former team. You always want to beat them, right? So, but it's a whole different regime and a bunch of new players, so it's not the same. Montreal's a cool place to play as a fan. To go work there, it's not the best.
Really?
Oh yeah, you have no room. So your dressing room door leads into the concourse.
Oh,
yeah, because it's a college stadium, right?
Okay, I guess, yeah.
So our poor video guy had to set up just outside some doors leading onto the field, and if it rained, it was just a disaster.
I saw over the weekend that Dusty tweeted out like he ranked all the play-by-play booths in the CFL, and I'm blanking on where he put Montreal. Because I looked through and I was like, oh, that's hold on, I'm looking through his tweets right now. But so I guess I get back on the Elks, I guess, a little bit. Obviously with the start, what are their chances of making the playoffs, do you think? Like if you had to put a percentage on it?
Well, Ottawa and Toronto sitting at 2 wins. It doesn't look like Chad Kelly's going to be back anytime soon, okay? So, but the team, that doesn't matter because the Elks have to catch the BC Lions first, which they're 4 points back. BC's got 3 wins. It's incredibly tough, but they're not completely out of it. If the Elks can rattle off 2, 3, 4 straight wins, I know that's a tall task right now. It could be done. Now, is BC going to get better? Maybe. I mean, they're going into Hamilton. I might take the Lions this week because I think Hamilton's due for a loss.
Yeah.
They
What's that, six now in a row?
Yeah. They snuck one out last game. Yeah, because they started 0-2. They're 6-2. They snuck one out. The Elks should have won that game.
Yeah.
They should have won that game.
But they just keep finding ways to lose. Like I feel like from watching these games, it's just like something goes wrong. One big moment happens, and that's it.
And that's the thing, right? Like, and that's what's been happening since 2021.
Yeah,
they can't grasp that big moment, but they're getting close. And I know fans don't want to hear that. And you want to be patient. Once again, screw that. I know fans are like, Hernan, I want wins now. I want the green and gold to be fighting for a playoff spot. It's going to be tough because Calgary, even though VA is probably returning this week, they've kind of ran away. Winnipeg picked up a big win, and then I was going to say the Regina Riders, the Saskatchewan Rough Riders. They're the best team. They got the best record. You are what your record says you are. So they're 7-1. They're rolling. It's interesting that the two oldest quarterbacks are just MOP candidates right now, and Bo Levi and Trevor Harris. They're outstanding, man. Like, they just keep getting better with age. So Cody versus MBT. I think we all agreed that Cody's probably a little bit better than MBT. Both guys have a Grey Cup. I know MBT got hurt late in that game, and Chad Kelly took over and won it for them. And Cody Fajardo was brilliant in his Grey Cup appearance, finding Phil Puff for the winning score late in that game. But the Elks got to find a way. Tomorrow's depth chart day. We should get it. They're probably flying out a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll do a walkthrough because they're going to Montreal. So we'll find out. I don't anticipate, Benny, a lot of changes.
No,
because the injury report's pretty small.
Yeah.
I guess the big one is if Metier can play.
Yeah.
That's the big one. Rip City Step. Regina Rough Riders does sound better.
Probably does.
It does. I kind of like that.
I found Dusty's tweet.
Okay.
He had Montreal ranked 6th. And the eight CFL teams with the 9 CFL teams with the booths.
That's interesting though, because for him in the booth, it's probably a great sightlines because you're so close to it.
He said the vibe is excellent, but that doesn't factor in here. View is middle of the pack. Desk space is a major hit. The View is 5th out of the 8. Desk space is 7th.
Yeah. Okay. Desk space is huge. Yeah. No, I'm talking about the visiting team going in there. It's tough, man. Yeah. It's beautiful. Like, I love being there. The atmosphere, like the scenery, all that is great. Like
Montreal's great. I love Montreal.
I just hate when both teams are on the same sideline.
Yeah.
I hate it.
That is weird.
I think only Edmonton, Sask, and Calgary and Winnipeg are the only 4 teams in the league that have the
opposites.
The opposites.
That's like in the Claire Drake Arena, Golden Bears. The hockey benches are on the same side. Like, oh god, weird.
But, what do you mean?
Oh wait, no. So wait, sorry, no. That's sorry. They're split. That's the only reason where they're split.
Yeah. And the penalty,
the penalty box is on the away team side. Yeah.
I hate that because all the teams in the East do it and the BC Lions do it, and it's. I don't know. I'm not a fan of it, man. I'm old school. Like have the benches on opposite sides. Not a big fan of that. All right. Did I get through everything, Benny? Big shout.
I think so.
Yeah. Marc-Olivier Brouillette joined us from TS6690. RJ Ochoa from Blogging the Boys. We did Inside the Numbers. MBT versus Cody. Who's better? Faces of the franchise. Today's team was the Boston Bruins. We did Who Dis number 7, who was good old Marty Reasoner. And the winner was Aiden O'Neill once again. And I mean, he did guess before we showed the image. So that's pretty damn good.
That's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good.
Like I said, I might throw some wild cards in there that are not Oilers. So you're going to have to work for it. Tomorrow, no red light district because our guy Joaquin is off, but we'll have some fun. We'll do another Faces of the Franchise as well. We'll talk some soccer. We're going to go to Vancouver, talk Whitecaps, and the big signing of Thomas Mueller, which is huge. He's one of the greats when it comes to German soccer, one of the greats when it comes to the world soccer scene. Just a different player. Didn't have he's not up there with the Messis and the Ronaldos and those guys, but he's just a tier below that, and that's still pretty fantastic. So good for Vancouver. A big name coming there. That should help the fan base there. They have a good team. They're going to go to the playoffs. So Penner's Pancake says, do some blind rankings tomorrow instead. If you're up for it.
I can do it.
Okay.
We'll come on a topic.
How about, okay, we'll do Benny's blind rankings instead of red light district.
Cool.
Penner's Pancakes, your check's in the mail. Is that cool? Go out with some music here, Benny, and we'll set you up for Reed Wilkins, Jay Milne. They got you for the next 3 hours. It's going to be great. Keep it locked here on Edmonton Sports Talk. For Matthew Iwanyk and Ben Toms, I'm Hernan Salas saying enjoy the rest of this beautiful day. Enjoy your evening. We're back tomorrow. We love you. Chowders.